Hello, Cleveland, and everyone from everywhere else. Welcome to your 10-minute TA for Tuesday, April 22nd, 2025. Before we get started, please give me a like, give me a subscribe. And as a thank you, here's an otter performing some occult rituals. All right, let's dive into these charts. Okie dokie, let me turn this music down just a bit. And look at what we're seeing here. Let's start on the 90-minute. Well, let's start on the daily, actually. We got that higher high that we wanted. Look at that. Broke right over the 88. We can make that. Let me make this big. Let me make it big. Whoops. There we go. Okay. We broke over the high that we needed to break over to put in a higher high and tell us, hey, we are, in fact, reversing this trend. Although we'd still need a higher low to really solidify the reversal. But at this point, we are higher than 88,000. And if we can stay over that price level, then we're in good shape. Let me turn that down a little bit more. There we go. Yeah, let me turn that one to green. We broke over it. That is now support structure there. It's not really a support structure. It's just marking where the last high was that we needed to break over. So now that's hopefully we can come back down to that high and that can act as support for us now. But more importantly, we broke over 90. What does that mean? Well, let's move over to the 6-hour chart. Hey, keep knocking my phone thing over. Yeah, 6-hour chart. We are at the level that we want to be at. We are, extend this one, 1724. And we're over this one too. Look at that. This upward trending resistance, also over it now. Good job, Bitcoin. And we're over the 90. And we're over the 786. Now, if we can close and open a candle above that 786, but more importantly that 90-minute resistance level now acting as support, well, then we're invalidating this little bear flag that we've been watching since March, the beginning of March. So for 2 months we've been watching this bear flag, and it's finally about to be invalidated, thankfully. The inverted head and shoulders here playing out. We haven't quite reached the 94 level where the measured move of that head and shoulders plays up to, but we're on our way. RSI is overbought. Stokes are overbought. A retracement very far from 21. A retracement is very much likely here. The question is how far. Now, hopefully, the retracement just comes down to the 90 and we form a bull flag here on the 6-hour chart with some sideways movement. That's what I want to see. While the 21, that big red line there, comes up. Once that 21 meets price action, well, then it's ready to rock again. However, again, like I just pointed out, the RSI is overbought and the Stokes overbought. So we're going to want to see some downsides from those, while price action hopefully stays over that 90K level. Let's move over to the 90-minute shot real quick. Beep. All right, here on the 90, our bull flag played out. Look at that. Our ascending triangle also played out, and then some. So I guess we could get rid of these patterns because they played out. Good stuff. Good stuff. All in. That's right. All right, that bearish div did not play out, luckily for us. All right, we're looking really far from the 21 here on the 90-minute chart as well. Also overbought RSI, overbought Stoke. Yeah, let's look at the 22 real quick. A pullback is definitely going to come from here. Look at the 22. The pullback's starting. Sorry, I just had to look at some some trades that I have going, some open positions. So yeah, pullback starting right now. How far down will it go? Let's take a look, see. 21, maybe the 21 will catch it. 21's down at 89 currently. Could meet up at the 90 like we were hoping to see. Let's look at the 5. Now the 5 Stokes are already starting to pull into oversold territory. RSI's coming down hard though. Could get stopped at the 90. Find a bounce there. Look at that 1 minute. Getting stuck on Stokes and oversold. RSI is down. No bearish or bullish divs to see though. No bullish divs though. Although technically, yeah, technically this is a bullish div here on the one with price action showing flat lows, while RSI is showing tremendously not flat, down to the downside. That's a hidden bullish div on the 1 minute chart. Well, maybe it'll keep going then. Hidden bullish div, maybe my 1 minute chart means it might stop here, turn around, and form that bull flag that we were talking about, hoping to see on the 90. Yeah, maybe. Look, RSI here on the 5 minutes stopping. Might curl back over. Still in bullish territory, well under its signal line though. Signal line needs to come down a little lower. Like I said, I think it's going to come back down to the 90 today and then move sideways, hopefully. That's what we want to see at least. That would pull the RSI and the Stokes out of overbought territory. Hopefully the Stokes can get all the way back down, or at least down to 50 and find a reversal. Oh my goodness, sorry about that sneeze. Okie dokie. So, yeah, that's most likely what's going to happen today is a pullback. We're down to about 90. And then some more sideways movement. Maybe back up to that 91.5 level, perhaps a little higher. But as we saw on the daily, gosh, we still have room to go. We still have upside from our bullish patterns. From our measured moves on our bullish patterns, there's still some more upside. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see 90 hold, we find a little bull flag here, and then make a small move up to 94, where we'll have a little bit of resistance as well. But we'll see how high we can get. Hopefully we can get pretty high. I mean, let's take a look at the daily. You know what my daily bull flag says we're going to? 115. And you know what our weekly bull flag says we're going to? 150. So if this is the trend reversal, then yeah, we might get up to 115. It might take a little while. It's not going to be straight up, but by the end of May, we might get to there. See a little sideways movement here. Let me draw it out. It'll be like this. A little sideways movement here. Boop. And then a little up. One more sideways movement in this range. Up. Same deal. Something like that. That's what we want to see happen. But we'll take it one day at a time because, as you know, things can change very quickly in this market. RSI looking strong on the daily. Stokes oversold or overbought though. Man, things are just so overbought right now. All of these time frames except for the 5, which is now turning, and the 1, which is now coming back up. So yeah, I guess we'll see what happens. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for watching. Music courteously provided by Luminous, Voloa, and Sasquatch. Y'all are awesome. Keep that ish up. Much love. I'll see you later.